Hello, I'm Josh. It's Aqua Show time. See you later. Bye.
Jedyny, niepowtarzalny, wielokrotny mistrz świata w aquascapingu, jeden z najbardziej kreatywnych i najzabawniejszych aquascaperów na ziemi. Proszę Państwa, Josha Sima. Josh, niezmiernie miło nam Cię gościć. Bardzo dziękujemy, że chcesz podzielić się z nami swoją wiedzą i doświadczeniem.
Dziękuję. Witam, yashimasu.
Say hello, how are you?
I'm sorry because I forgot that there are international guests today, so because of them I cannot speak Polish. Otherwise I would have. First of all, I would like to thank Aqua Show for giving me this opportunity to invite me here to this beautiful country to meet all these beautiful people today, and also to all the sponsors for making this possible.
Josh chciałby podziękować nam. Ale również sponsorom i gościom i wam wszystkim.
Are you going to translate everything? Otherwise this will take whole night.
Jest, przetłumaczy wszystko.
No. This is my first time in Poland. Yeah. Whenever I go to a country, foreign country for a workshop, I always will tell some jokes about the country as eye-breaking. You know, when I go to England, UK, I say some English joke. When I go to Korea, I told some Korean joke. Next week I'll be in Norway. I prepare some Vikings joke. Yeah, but today, unfortunately, I don't have a lot of Polish joke because
I can help you with that.
I have to say I do not know your country very well. So a few days ago I go to internet, Google. I asked Google, what is funny in Poland?
Government.
And this is what the Google showed. To be honest, I do not know this is true or not. I did not create this. Google told me this. Yeah, but I'm sorry.
This is so true.
And then I keep searching because I think this is very rude to show the Polish people. But I just show you. So,
It's not.
So I continue to search what is funny in Poland, and then I found this. He said, I'm not yelling, I'm just Polish.
Yes, that's true.
True? Yeah, okay. And then I'm very interested, so I do not know what this means, what this means. So I asked some people, he said that Polish people are always angry. I don't know whether it's true or not.
You serious now?
But to be honest, I do not know what's wrong with Google. Maybe they don't like it.
I think Google is German.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't believe this because this is my third day in Poland, and I think you guys are fantastic. Yeah. Oh, Polish guys are okay, but Polish ladies
Just
are really nice.
let me to translate. He said.
And before I came here, I asked my Polish friend, not you.
We're not friends anymore.
Not yet. What sentence or what word? It is the most important that I have to know.
Please don't.
When I come to Poland, he say you must.
Dziękuję.
No.
It's dziękuję.
No. He said that I have to know these words or this sentence. It is very useful in Poland. Yeah.
I'm a bit scared.
Suddenly I forgot. Jesteś piękna.
Jesteś piękna.
Yeah, he said whenever you meet a lady, you say this sentence, you'll be okay. Am I right?
Yeah, I'm also sure.
Okay, doesn't matter. Now please allow me to introduce myself a little bit. Yeah. my name is Josh, and I come from Malaysia. I do not know whether you know where is Malaysia. It is a country very, very far away. It is quite awkward because normally people know Thailand and people know Singapore, and we are in the middle and nobody knows us. And just remember that we are in between Thailand and Singapore. We are sometimes famous for the wrong reason, but it doesn't matter. I'm proud to be Malaysian. I'm proud to be coming from this country. And my hobby is aquascaping and coloring. Yeah, you know that. And I am just a normal aquascaper like all of you. No, it's true.
You're not.
I like plants. I like aquatic plants. I like fish, and I make mistakes. You know, I make stupid mistakes. Like for example,
Coming here.
I change water without closing the tap and flooding all my living rooms. My tanks have algae. You know, so nothing special about me. The only thing that could be different between you and me is probably because I'm older. And with age, it comes with a little bit of experience. And I think that is the one that may be a little bit different between you and nothing else. And I also have a little gallery in Malaysia. Yeah, we call it Little Green Corner. It is a private gallery. It is not a commercial thing. So we don't open for public. Most of today they are closed. Nobody is inside. I go there when I'm fighting with my wife, or I have problem in work, so I go there to relax, something like that. So it is actually something private. But if you ever come to Malaysia, all of you are welcome. And if you want to come fast, because I don't know how long I can keep this. As I say, this is not commercial. We fund this out of our own pockets. So maybe one day when we run out of money, we will just shut it down. So come faster. Okay. Now come to my favorite part of this workshop, which is to introduce my aquascaping, to show off my aquascaping achievement. And I can only show the top 10, because if I show all, will be many pages.
So humble. Like I just said to him, you're a very humble person. You're not.
and out of all these awards, I am world champion 5 times. This is how I started. 16 years ago, this is how I started.
16 lat temu.
I am actually very proud of this tank because I feel that without this tank, I won't be where I am today. I show this tank to wherever I go in all my workshop because I think I want to let's say to express an important message that don't give up on the things you love. Why are you laughing at this?
Don't worry, it's just Polish thing.
Whenever, any day, any time that you feel that your tank sucks, just remember Josha Sima made this tank. You will feel much better and you will give yourself a lot of confidence to continue because, I mean, look at this one. I mean, I'm sure you can make so much better than me. So if I start from this tank, you can do a lot better than me. And from that tank to one of my latest tank, 16 years. It is a long time. I always believe that when you do something you love and you do it consistently, don't give up, you will be good at it. Yeah?
Always?
Always. Because, you know, I always very admire or I'm very interested to, you know, for example, I see people in the restaurant peeling potato skin. They can do one potato in 2 seconds. I was very curious, how can these people do in 2 seconds? For us, we have to take 1-2 minutes to peel a potato skin. But these people, they are doing the same thing over and over for years. That is why they can be good at it. Same thing in aquascaping. Keep doing what you love. Don't give up. One day you can achieve your dream. This is my message to you. More specifically, in terms of aquascape or aquascaping, what is something that we can call impactful? There are many elements that we can use to create impact. The easiest one and the one that everybody know is something gigantic, something big, something huge. This is the easiest one. Everybody knows.
Najprostsza
Yeah.
opcja.
But that is not the only one. There are so many different elements that we can use to create impact. For example, dangerous.
Niebezpieczeństwo.
We need to give people this kind of feeling that our tank is not safe, it's dangerous. Yeah? Pressurized, meaning you when people look at your tank, you want to give them like they are under pressure. Unknown, meaning something that you do not know. I mean, something maybe you are not familiar. Imbalance, meaning something that it is not stable, something that may fall down. Yeah, so it is also a little bit like dangerous. It is like not stable. Mysterious,
Tajemnicze.
uncomfortable,
Niewygodne.
darkness,
Ciemne.
tension.
Napięcie.
Okay, unstable is like
It's
that,
me.
Yeah. Shock. Futuristic, something that it is not now, but maybe when, for example, when you are being teleported to
It's same.
2050. So it's a bit like unknown. Yeah, futuristic.
Futurystyczne. Aha.
Depth. If let's say you can create very, very good depth, it can also be an impact. There could be many more. This is example that element that you can use to create impact in your tank. Now, let's look at this aquascape by Mr. Walensky, world champion in 2014. What are the impactful elements can you see? The first one and the easiest one is gigantic, big. It is huge.
Nie
Yeah.
tłumaczę tego. Prosto.
And it feels dangerous,
Niebezpieczeństwo.
unstable. Yeah, it is like they're gonna fall anytime. Pressurized, because imagine if you are standing here and you have big structures on top of you, you will feel under pressure, tension, because these two things is like pulling, so it creates a kind of tension.
Dobrze.
Example, a world champion tank, it has, let's say this tank have 5 impactful elements that you can feel. Of course, just now I showed maybe 10 elements. You don't have to have all. It's impossible to have all the 10 elements. You just have to make sure that you have as many as possible to make your tank impactful. Everybody knows this tank, very famous tank from Mr. Fukada.
You've been here twice.
Again, gigantic, huge hardscape, huge rock.
Duże elementy, duże skały, wielki hardscape.
Also, it feels very dangerous.
Wydaje się niebezpieczny.
Again, unstable because this kind of things is hanging, so you give a feeling that it might fall at any time. So this is that kind of feeling. Darkness.
Cienie.
Fukada is the master of shadow. I think he's very good in playing with shadow.
Fukada jest mistrzem w używaniu cieni w aranżacjach.
And depth. How far at this point? It's so deep that it gives you a very impactful feeling to me. I hope to you as well. And this is my tank.
To jest moje akwarium.
Again, gigantic, futuristic, tension, dangerous, darkness, unstable, depth. We go fast now. This is Champion 2020. Again, gigantic. You see, everybody use gigantic stuff to create impact. It is the easiest one. Dangerous, darkness, pressurized, imbalance. Yo-yo, gigantic, darkness, depth, mysterious. Matthew, darkness, mysterious, pressurized, depth. This is the latest world champion from Luca Calara.
Najnowsza praca zwycięzca.
Again, you see gigantic, darkness, uncomfortable, dangerous, unstable. And this is the world champion from China last year. The first thing I see is depth, very, very far.
Głębia, bardzo daleko.
And what else?
Co jeszcze?
execution.
Idealne wykonanie.
This is the example that I want to show you that you don't have to have impact to win, but you need to have perfect execution, which is, to me, even more difficult. This tank, it doesn't look dangerous. It is bright, it is harmonious, it's calm, it's beautiful, of course. So, I want to give you this example that this is not something that we will discuss today because we are not talking about perfect execution, we are talking about impact. For you, for everybody, you can do impact, you can do perfect execution. It is, of course, you can do both, but this is an example that I want to show you the opposite of impact. Again, we revisit this topic. I show you some example of the element that we can create impact, but there is actually one element that you can use to combine all this, fear. It is very important that we want to give people this fear feeling of our tank. Why? Why I say fear can cover all this impact? I will explain. If you look at something that is big, it gives you fear. For example, this guy. If I fear.
Nie boi się mnie.
When you are in a dangerous situation, you feel fear. When you are in darkness, you feel fear. Same. Every element gives you fear. That is why I say fear is the single element that we should have in our tank if you want to really give impact. And these are the tools or the sub-element to help us to create fear. So if you see all these tanks just now, they are fear factor inside all this. We already explained just now. So actually the most powerful and important impact is fear. We have to create this fear factor in our tank. This. We have to use all this to create a fear factor. Before we start, I would like to really introduce the hardscape that I will use today. So this is hardscape number 1. Number 2, I think this is slightly more common. The second type of hardscape I use today.
To jest materiał drugi.
This is hardscape number 3 that I will use today.
Materiał trzeci.
This is hardscape number 4 I will use today.
I tego w Polsce nie mamy. Josh to przywiózł z Malezji.
I brought this from Malaysia. It is tree skin, tree bark.
Kora.
Yeah,
Say
kora.
kora.
Alright.
Exactly.
There are good and bad things about this thing. The good thing is that it is so flexible and very easy to use. You can break it easily. You can shape it any shape you want. If I do this, it breaks. But if I put them in water for some minutes, you can bend them. You can bend into curve. But now I cannot bend it because it is. The bad things about this is that it makes the water very yellow in the first 2 weeks.
Like every wood.
Yeah, and actually it will, after some time, it turns black, like every wood. But you can brush it with a toothbrush, then it will turn back to this color again. So I have used this for many years, no problem. 1 year, no problem. This is the same wood. Yeah, I did not do anything with it. I just break it a little bit so to create some special texture. Yeah, it was covered like this, so I break it a little bit, and I think this piece will be the most difficult wood to put in here today. Imagine or remember just now we talked about impact. I want to create that kind of impact, imbalance, dangerous. So I want to put this wood not straight, but like this, and it is quite difficult. 1, 2, 3. We will rock you. Stop, stop, stop. When we sing, should we also do that? Yes. Okay? When we sing, you also have to do this. Okay? One more time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we do this. I'm serious.
Thank you, Aqua.
I think the singing is not